natural treatment for bladder infection. Since you are reading this, I can only assume you have come across many of the same problems I have with a bladder infection. Even though it is something that people have heard about, most of them never understand all the issues that come along with it. For years I spent most of my time keeling over in pain and staying awake into the wee hours of the night. Even the occasional bladder infection treatment I was given from my local physician would only give me short-term relief. I was always being told that my cystitis cure would be enough, but it just never came to be. So instead of relying on the medical world, it got to the point where I needed to find my own treatment for bladder infection. What I thought would take days turned into months as I tried just about everything out there. The only problem was it was a lot like the prescriptions I received from my doctor. In the end they all gave me relief, but not for long periods of time. See, if this is your first time searching for a bladder infection treatment, it is important to understand the reason you got this in the first place. Without getting into all kinds of medical vocabulary, a bladder infection occurs when bacteria finds its way into the bladder. If it multiplies, you can end up having to cure the urinary tract infection, or deal with kidney issues and other problems. Long story short, it took me 7 months for bladder infections, and about $600 trying to find the answer. One night I was experiencing my usual 20 trips to the bathroom, and just couldn't sleep. I started surfing the internet and stumbled across this ebook that I hadn't seen yet. In the beginning I was reluctant to purchase it simply because all the money I had spent already did materially help. Eventually I told myself that I would never find the answer if I quit looking, so I went ahead and read everything they had to offer. So I put it to the test until lo and behold, my new treatment for bladder infection worked. I couldn't believe it. In fact, I had been suffering from various ones for so long I still went to the bathroom 10 times a day, even though I only went 3 times. Granted, they had so much information I had to read it at different times throughout the first week. I am not a big reader and it was the biggest downfall in my mind, but in the back of my head I kept telling myself I wanted to live life outside of the bathroom. When you first get started and see all the material, just remember how many minutes you spend a day in the bathroom or restroom at work. Seriously though, this bladder infection treatment was my biggest savior. I can actually keep up with everything I have going on at work, no more excuse me for a moment when I am in the middle of a meeting, and I can actually sleep through the night without any issues. When I think about the way things work, I wonder what the last 7 months would have been like if I found this solution first. So if you have been experiencing bladder problems and can't deal with the pain, I have to recommend taking a look at this information. You will be able to treat bladder infection and do it without spending as much money as I did. Then you can tell your story to the world.